Inland Sports.
And now join us here on the Inland Sports Show during the bye week as they get ready for Big West play. Coming up right around the corner is the head coach of the Centennial Huskies, Matt Logan. And Coach, during a bye week, I mean, do you get to shut it down a little bit? Do you relax? Do you take your beautiful wife out to dinner? Like, what do you do during a bye week?
Yeah, she's already tired of me. I was home all weekend, so she wants to get rid of me already. But yeah, it is time. It's time to kind of get caught up around, at least caught up around the house and get some things done, and obviously spend some time with your family. So it's been a nice weekend.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Are there certain, I don't know, say rules or stipulations during a bye week from the CIF saying, hey, you can only practice this much, you can't have pads or helmets? I mean, how does that work during the bye week?
It's helmets only.
Okay.
Helmets only. Yep.
And when you're playing well, I mean, I guess the bye week is always a good time to kind of refresh, get healthy, regroup. But, I mean, if you're playing well, would you rather just play through and be like, hey, man, let's keep our foot on the gas. Let's keep this going?
I think it's like a 50-50 deal, and I think that for us, it's good. We are a little banged up. We haven't really lost anybody. I mean, we lost a running back, and he came back and he got hurt again Friday night, unfortunately. But other than that, everybody's just got kind of nagging stuff. So it'll be a chance for them to recoup and recover, and us to fine tune some stuff for us, and then get ready for a short week the next week. It's kind of nice, I think, to have a Thursday game coming out of the bye. You don't have to wait as long to play.
Yeah, and you have that time, right, to prepare for them. It's not like you said; it's not a short week during the season where you have to like play a game Friday night, short week with the next following week on a Thursday.
Yep.
Coach, I did want to ask you. So, at least in terms of the regular season, beating Mater Dei, would you say in your head coaching career at Centennial was that the biggest regular season victory that you've had?
Yeah, I haven't thought of it that way. That's interesting. It's definitely up there for sure. I'd have to think about that. We've beaten them in regular season before, like in the early to mid 2000s. So mid by I mean by like the tens or 15s, not total mid, but
yeah. I was just thinking like I know you guys have had some battles with Norco, maybe with league title implications and whatnot, but all the hype with Mater Dei and being number one and just how crazy the game was, going up big, and then they stormed back, and then that wild sequence at the end in the fourth quarter. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, Coach has been around a while, but that might be his most significant, like, signature victory for regular season games, at least.
Everybody, like all my friends and family are saying, what a great high school game it was just to watch, regardless of the outcome. And it was just fun to watch. And it was two talented teams. It was a heavyweight boxing match. It was great, and I'm glad we came out on top for once.
After a game like that, is it easy to go to bed? I mean, I'd assume like the adrenaline is just running. Like you're probably up all night long.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. And in this sport, in this game in particular, you get very short time because you got to get prepared for the next week's opponent, and that's, so you get it for about 24 hours to 48 hours, and then that's about it.
Well, Coach, let me ask you about some of your guys. Of course, we had Dominic Catalano, your quarterback, on right when the season was beginning. It's pretty cool following in the footsteps of Anthony, who obviously did big things as the quarterback of the Huskies as well. But Dominic has literally been in the program since he was just a little guy on the sidelines. As the head coach, is it rewarding to see a kid like that come up, ball boy through the program and then get his shot and make the most of it? I mean, how many quarterbacks can say they beat Mater Dei, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's funny. We were counting. I think we've had like 8 ball boys come through the program now in all the years of coaching. So, including ball girl, my daughter. So, yeah, it's been kind of funny to see it. It's great to see it. It's just we call them legacy kids when they're dads, or I'm old enough now to have sons playing for me, but when their brothers played for us and they continue to to come out and support and do that stuff. It's great. It's what high school football's about.
Yeah, and you got a McKinley on defense. I'm like, what year is this? Catalano and McKinley leading you guys to victory?
Yeah, exactly. It's a 10-year rewind.
Yeah, it sure feels like it. Coach, as you go into league play, give me an area, give me something where you feel like, hey, we've done it well, but we could be better, or we got to be better before we reach the playoffs.
Yeah, I think defensively we've played pretty consistent football all the way through. I think continue that. Special teams we could be better for sure, and then offensive we just have not been consistent. We have not put it together for 3 quarters. We'll play 2 quarters good and then 1 quarter bad. and it's just we have not been able to execute for 4 quarters, and it's that's where we got to improve. And it's kind of interesting as we were scrimmaging, Sierra Canyon, which has a really good football team, and I was kind of like complaining that we weren't executing very well and stuff like that on the sidelines and the headsets. And my coach was like, "Coach, we've got one guy that played varsity football for us out there playing right now that had good experience last year." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, we're going to be a little bit of a growing process here. So even though we're not old, we still are, that we might be a little bit older, but we're still inexperienced.
Hmm.
It's not like we got a bunch of sophomores out there, but you got juniors that didn't play much the year before, or kids that." Were on JV team last year, or a couple of transfer kids too that are completely new to us, and still it takes that process a little bit time to work in.
So you feel like from week 0 to week 10, like there should be an improvement, right? Like the Centennial team we see in the first week in November is going to probably look a lot different than what we saw maybe in August, right? If they're going to be growing and improving over the course of the season.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's the goal. You want to get better from 0 to 10, and that's why we play the preseason games we do to prepare us for our league, and then ultimately, that opener Division 1, whatever you want to call it, that we got to go through the amazing teams that we play. It's pretty remarkable the level of talent that's in that division.
Now you had a great non-league schedule. Is it? I'm assuming it's still challenging to find teams to play you in that non-league schedule. Is that the case?
Yeah, it is, and without having to travel and spend an enormous amount of money to do that, that's why you see a lot of our local private schools heading out of state because it's just hard to find games, and I get it. I mean I get why teams don't want to play them, but at the same time we welcome it, and that's why we're playing what I think we played 3 private schools or
Yeah. Trinity League, what Rancho Kook, and the team from Utah, right?
yeah.
So, Coach, the goal is right to win a CIF championship, and of course you're probably going to run into maybe one of those Trinity League schools in the playoffs, down the road. What has impressed you about your team right now that gets you optimistic? Like, hey, you know what? We've got a good group. When we're playing well, when we're consistent, when we're playing well, like we might have a special season. We can make a run at this.
Yeah, I think we do have that group. I think just because the fact that you know, we were down multiple times and nobody wavered. And in the 2 games that, Modern Day and Santa Margarita, things weren't going well. After they might have been going well, and they just didn't waver. They just kept fighting, battling, and came up short in one game, and the other game obviously got it done when it counted. So it just shows you the type of character we have and the toughness we have, and those are my favorite teams to coach by far. You can have the most talented team, but if they don't want to play together and play, the ultimate team sport as a team the way it should be played, then that gets frustrating. So it's nobody's worried about how many catches they have, or how many times they touch the ball. They just want to go out and compete and win and fight till the end, and that's what I'm most proud of.
Yeah, I can't remember the year, the season, but I remember you made the guys earn the C, I think, on their helmet, right? They couldn't they couldn't have the logo on until they earned it.
Yeah, we took it off in one of the preseason games because we didn't feel like our effort was there, and we had to earn it back. Yeah.
Not the case with this year's team, certainly for head coach Matt Logan. Coach, finally, just fill in the blanks to this sentence. In order for Centennial to win the league title and make a deep run to a CIF championship game, the Huskies must, and fill in the rest of the sentence for me.
Execute better on in all 3 facets of the game. I know that's general, but we just have not done that together as a group yet, and we got to get to where we can play 4 quarters of sound, good execution football, all the way through the game.
But that must be exciting, I guess, in a way that you guys are 4-1. You've beaten some really good teams, obviously, but you still haven't played to the best of your ability, right? I mean, you guys still haven't put your best game out there.
Right, exactly. The potential is a scary word, but the potential's there. But we got to go out and achieve it and get to that and earn that potential.
Well, Coach, I always appreciate chopping it up with you and talking football. Enjoy your bye week. I know hopefully you're going to be playing, well, gosh, deep into December. If it all goes right, and winning some championships, a league title, CIF, and all that kind of stuff. I know those are the goals for you guys. And congrats on the 4-1 start, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
You got it. That's Matt Logan, the head football coach for your Centennial Huskies here on the Inland Sports Show.
Inland Sports.